All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the castle of Grin. My name is Grin, of course, and this is my second stream now. Let me know how I'm doing as we journey into the gaming world soon of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Uh, More specifically, zombies is the new mode that I would like to talk about a lot. Also later, moving into a little break, I'm gonna talk a lot of nerdy news in the space. I hope you'll enjoy. I see Marina chatting from Twitch saying she couldn't hear me. I'm sorry for that. That would be because there was another scene there. Um, because I'm trying to stream on several platforms. Actually, you're seeing from Twitch now. We have YouTube as well, and Kick in this format you see from Twitch, for example. On Facebook, I have a vertical scene, and on Instagram, I actually have this this phone on a tripod here, trying out. Hello to Instagram, and the other way around. We are still testing stuff out, as this is, of course, my second stream now, and well, I have several topics planned out for this stream. So if you miss it, don't worry. We will make a video of it shortly. Uh, let's see here. Just want people to get a chance to get in. Open up the platforms. Of course, I'm live all these places, but otherwise, I will on the same profiles have a lot of content coming up as well. So a lot of memes, a lot of news. So consider following, subscribing, as some say, so we can link up and create a little community together. How about that? Of course, this is what I am doing it for. It's the community. It's the gathering of it all. I'm tired of playing with randoms. I'm tired of all the toxicity in the space. And just want to create some positivity around it. All right. Hope you'll join me on that journey. I see there is something wrong with the chat yet again. Displaying multiple copies of my one comment from Facebook. Let me know how I'm doing. Um, but I appreciate you, Marina, for typing in the chat in Twitch. Definitely consider writing in English so we can everybody can join in and be a part of this. I believe we are rolling. We are good to go. I'm just gonna remove the viewer seat here, so I don't get anxious from seeing how many views I have. All right. Just last thing up. Mm-hmm. Sorry for the downtime. I'll be there in 3, 2, 1. All right, all right, all right. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful journey I've started here. Um, First things up, I'm gonna dedicate small segments of the stream to recording some videos. So that's why you will have me do a lot of weird stuff. In the meantime, I will let you know due time. But for example, if I press this button here. Move on to the game now. All right. Talk here. In Call of Duty, they have been focusing a lot more on extraction shooters, the game mode. Most people know as DMC. A lot of other people know other games like Tarkov or stuff like that. Escape from Tarkov, that is. Um, if you don't like him though, I think you will find this to be a very good opportunity to try something new, try a cool new twist on the genre, and also get an XP transfer from in between game modes throughout. You see, I found a little trick to gain a lot of XP very fast, but that's up to another point in the stream, because now we are gonna take a look at the zombies menu screen here. This is their take on the extraction shooters, having PvE zombies in it. And as we take a look upon the gear section, pressing R1, you see that that you actually enter the map with whatever loadout. See here, contraband is pre-built, or acquisition or schematics you can prepare for actually before you enter the match, and that makes for a whole new playstyle for a lot of people. And it's not while I was not very fond of it at first, I saw a potential there to at least get a lot of XP from it, because you have a lot more room to play. You have a lot more option, a lot less competitive, as you're not playing against other people. So when we look at the rucksack here, the item stash where you can fill up from acquisition, or contraband in general, you'll see that you can you'll actually fill this this space up over time with whatever you're exfiltrating with. So let's say you have a good match going, you got a good weapon and some good equipment, you exfil with. That means it comes back in here for you to take back into the game next time. The thing is, though, there's a lot of ways to upgrade your weapon during a match, and And while it seems like it gets a lot more attachment heavy, you don't actually get the upgrade back with you into the main menu for you to take with you into another game. Actually, when it comes to weapons specifically, whatever rarity or upgrade type you come out with, it will not have that when you enter back in with it. That's something to keep in mind. Although, if you have a blueprint for a weapon that you not haven't even unlocked yet, let's say the WSP Swarm here. It's in my contraband as a preloaded build, and it's while it's not unlocked as I go into the map, if I exfiltrate with it, then it will be fully unlocked for you to kit out. So that's a very cool little feature. Imagine gathering every weapon there is in the game you haven't even unlocked yet. Just exfil with it, and you will have it unlocked. You see the little fire emblem on the weapons? That actually means that it's XP recommended. It means that that you get a lot more XP from it than you would normally do from a weapon without the fire emblem. And they are on daily rotations, so keep that in mind, as these will not necessarily have that flame emblem tomorrow, and you should definitely make use of that after the fact. So that's a small little way to gain extra XP as you go along. There's another way right now where you can get more XP. It's through this in-game event. There's currently 5 days left of it, as it will grant you even more XP just from using the featured operator in the event. And today's featured operator is Core King. Unfortunately, this guy is actually paid for. You need to pay to get this operator and get the extra XP during a match using it. Well, that's a campaign they have right now for US and UK veterans, so definitely consider that. Although I'm just gonna take the simple loadout, preloadout before I go in solos this time around. I recommend not killing the squad. That is L2 on PlayStation. That would be the back trigger on Xbox, and whatever you have keybinded on PC. But in the lower left corner there is a squad fill option. So when I go in solo, I don't want to have that on. And why do I want to go in solo, you say? Well, there's a lot more opportunity to get the XP all for yourself, and maybe even I was about to say there, but I've played solo zombies a lot through the days, and I guess that's just where I start. But in the future, I will squad up with someone to play with for the remainable future. But real quick, this video stream is I don't know if you could say sponsored by me in my wallet, so I would appreciate it if if you would give it a like, or consider just leaving an emoji down in the comments. It helps with the engagement. Appreciate that. Moving on though, if we bring the weapon of choice, we should definitely consider going for these missions. These story missions is a thing of the past where you where it was just going on in the background. You didn't care for it too much because it didn't do that much for you in game. It didn't give you that many rewards. It was just some XP gain or some camo gain or something like that. But this time around, this year's Call of Duty, they have a hard focus on the story missions of zombies. They are divided into acts, and there's 3 of them. A lot of stories per act. Every act resulting in a big boss fight, where you can get cool rewards. It will actually have a lot of other cool features with it. A lot of gains you can gain from that. But starting off, I'm just gonna go in with the first mission available. There's a lot of cool, very cool small hidden gems in this game. Some of them they tell you, for example, through the story missions, but a lot of them they don't actually tell you what is or what comes from. And, so that's why I have me to explain them when we get the chance to stumble upon them. I have a lot of them written down and sketched out, screenshots and several different things that can help out through this journey we're taking upon. Operation Deadbolt. With a new name every year, but this time around with a new map, Urzikstan. And I think you will find it that we're going back to the old Verdansk days. One could maybe find that familiar, but it's a lot more spacing, a lot more not that many high grounds for you to explore, especially in the flattened middle part of the map. It's a lot better now. Also looks stunning, by the way, but the new map here will become available to Warzone. That's the Battle Royale part of the Call of Duty. It will be available at some point in December. They should actually... They stated that it will be ready already, but we are still waiting on that part. Some people are saying the 6th of December, but we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Let's get this done, Deadbolt.
Pull up some coffee before we go. Oh yeah. All right. So we enter this new map. We see the outer ring here. The neutral zone, one could say. A lot of people call them tier 1 zones. And orange one will be the more heavy zones, the more tough zombies, and especially a lot of PvE NPCs actually trying to shoot back at you. So that's fun. And lastly, middle zone, also called tier 3 zone. It's the more deadly area, I should say. But first thing we do when we get into a map here, we should definitely utilize some of the vehicles to traverse the map faster. Try to get a hold on some contracts is the good way to start. I'm gonna quickly look around for a jump port. We have a lot of portals in this game, and one of them is actually for you to traverse the map a little. Transport yourself up in the air, and you can traverse that way around. But there's a little exploit. If we find one of them, definitely show you. Ooh. Also do something else here. We'll just cover the points and the topics as we go and find them. Take in some explosive equipment here. I'm trying to explode the zombies here and create what is called a chunk of flesh. I'll pick that up. That is actually a cool little Easter egg, something that they don't really tell you. That chunks of flesh, if you have enough of them, you can actually deposit them somewhere. Get something out of it. But I just only have that one chunk of flesh, and probably gonna need more of them, but assuming it was enough, I'm gonna show you this little doghouse here that says feed me. Pretty cool. What it does is actually supposed to be a little doghouse for the hellhounds. The hellhounds being this tiny bosses around the map. And you can actually get that as a companion. It's a pet hellhound. Oh yeah. And just ammo. No flesh as of yet. I need some more explosives, I think. Just cover some distance. As you see here, I'm looting a little. That would be for a lot of reasons. You can find a lot of usable equipment. The caches and loot boxes and stuff. Okay. That is actually a good way also to gather in some in-game currency. Now, if you see right next to my name in points, down left corner, you'll see 490 in-game currency. It's like the dollar sign, but with a C on it. It's for zombies. Hopefully, Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Scatter mine, some more ammo. I was actually hoping for a lot more a chunk of flesh. As I use that explosive, but I'm gonna try with this one. If I open this doghouse that says grrr, I'm gonna actually deposit that chunk of flesh. And when I do that, oh, I just needed the one. It's amazing. Got a pet hellhound. It's attacking the zombies for me, not necessarily giving me as much XP as I could, but it can be pretty helpful, especially if you're about to take on a boss fight or something like that. But assuming there's no zombies around, I can actually go up to it. I should be able to go up to it and interact with it. That's it. Is that not possible anymore, or was it just Oh, I guess someone was trolling me. Someone told me I could pet the dog. Oh man, that's a little disappointing. I wanted to pet the hellhound. No? Can't pet it? Alright. Moving on then. Just accumulated pet kill XP for me. That's I'm not gonna complain about that, to be honest. I was hoping to find a jump portal somewhere. I'm played enough to know exactly where they are. They are randomly spawned around and is fixed for the duration of the game. But usually out in the open like this. Or in between buildings. Something like that. They have my purple and pink stream colors, so definitely keep a lookout for that. I see none in the area. Just gonna move on then. Oh, and also the pet hellhound is actually random name generated. It was not I who called it Drippy. I must tell you that. All right. Hidden cache. Oh, gas mask. I'll take that. Sniper even. It's a slow gas mask. Okay, it's not competitive. Alright. Going into this gas station, I see with the symbol that it is an infested area. So the zombies are a little stronger here, a little more eager to kill you, I should say. They spawn from the spores here, which you need to take out to clear the area and get your rewards. A lot of people here from another team actually trying to do the same as I. Ah, that was what it was called. It's an ether nest. It's a nest of ether. That's actually pretty common. See a jump portal. Just need to loot this and I'm on my way. Alright. I'm considering dropping this weapon actually. Sorry for the sniper lovers out there, but you run a lot quicker without a weapon in your hand. Like a lot. Oh, that's the mission I do. Okay. Mission, I said. It's actually a contract where you can do a lot of cool stuff in game. I guess I should not just stay put like that. Dope on wheels. Appreciate the comment. I was asking how it's going. I'm not been gaming as much as I wanted to. But I definitely feel great about these lots of points I want to make to you guys. A lot of cool guides and Easter egg drops coming up. And just want to explore a little on my own here, trying to explain it as we go. Especially for the people that haven't tried the game before, as if it's just been out for just a week. A lot can be done. I should tell you that much. A lot can be improved upon, but I feel okay with it. I'm just taking it in my own. In our own pace here.
Bonus points.
I just want to get comfortable in this setting. Streaming is what I want to do with this part-time hobby. I've been told that one cannot do that without making videos of it as well, so I'm gonna try that from tomorrow. But starting out, we are gonna explore a little more as we find those topics little by little. This is actually I presume from a contract or mission. If I can get it shut down, it will give me some loot from it. Some essence, that's the in-game currency. Which is actually a good thing, because the first thing you usually want to do when you boot up this game mode is you want to prepare for what's to come. You want to prepare for what could or might end up killing you. Which could be a lot of things, actually. Or defeated. Uncommon ether tool. Now I just stowed it, but if I used it, it will actually upgrade my currently holding weapon to uncommon. That would be the green color. Would make it a little more powerful, but not too much. Otherwise, if I didn't want to use it all together and extract with it, I can actually just use it next time if I enter the next game with it. So that's what I was trying to explain earlier, as you have this stash you can fill up over time with whatever you exfil with. This being one of the items. The ether tool comes in different varieties. Varieties. As this is only uncommon, hoping to find some more rare tools later on. Well, I could just I could just kill zombies all day, honestly. But we are trying to find some exciting places for you to see. Mercenary camp. What do we have on the map here? I'd like to know what that is. Oh, that stems from the mercenary camp.
Strike team, that camp supports Terminus in the field.
NPCs trying to shoot back at you. Which wouldn't want to go too much into at this point. Let's see. It's amazing how it just, like, this pit hellhound is filling up health over time with how much it's eating. And I don't know how long it holds out or lasts. That pretty exciting though. Pretty exciting. What I was setting out to do first was finding stuff in the area. As I haven't done that, I'm just gonna grab this contract. I'm grabbing it in the tier 1 zone, as I'm solo and don't have good of a weapon. I will try to just stay here in the general area. Although now I have a problem with a weapon.
Just the beginning. Dobbs, you have eyes on?
I read 3 extractors. And lucky you, they all brought friends. AER is initializing. It's gonna be a real bad day. You don't get in there and stop them launching.
I have a timer on that. Without any weapon, it's gonna be a little tricky. This lighter is green as well. Doesn't mean that I can use it for something necessarily. It means that it has some rarity to it and some actually some value, as you can sell it later on. I'm gonna get back to that. First of all, I'm gonna need a weapon, that's for sure. Took a lot of my health there. Just gonna stay put for a minute. So I'm almost dead. That was trippy. Could barely make that. And that's gonna explode. So let's get out. Go.
That's what I'm
It's
talking
one
about.
of 3 objectives right there.
Proud.
New gas mask. Another one of those orbs. Cool little zombie. Nice little zombie. Oh, jeez.
Good is gone.
Didn't make it out there. Frags more than that, actually. Last up, and I didn't make it because I had using too much time on the other.
Dom, get me that tracking. Langley needs to know exactly where that Ethereum is going.
Alright, well. Yeah. It is a point to be made. A lot of people have not. How did I revive there? Was that my pet companion reviving me? Damn, it's a lot better than I thought. Also, I got a perk now. If you see in the lower middle part of the screen, there is a symbol in pink, meaning that that I have a perk now. And these perks can be used for a lot of different things to have extra armor, you could say, or extra protection. You have perks for making your headshots better and line up better. You have perks for seeing through walls. That is only for equipment, of course. A lot of different perks can be achieved in a lot of different ways. First off, I found a buy station here where I can sell all of the accumulated stuff I've been grabbing. This is the tier 1 buy station. As it is a little limited. With the big screen here, you can see it could be filled a lot more up, and you will find that in other buy stations, especially in tier 2 and 3 zones. That is the buy stations in here. you will definitely have a lot more options to pick and choose from in the buy stations. So, what I'm moving towards is definitely try a contract one more time before trying to exfil, as it is my mission still. Story mission is very cool little thing they have altered from last year's Call of Duty, where one didn't necessarily take upon the story missions. Actually, a lot of people just had them sitting in a corner and wouldn't worry about it at any given time, because it didn't give you much to earn from it. It didn't give you much that you could do with it, and which is why they altered it this time around, with a lot of different things to experience through the story missions. You actually learn a lot about the game through the story missions, and as of today, you can actually experience a little XP glitch from one of those story missions. We will get back to another point in this stream.
Marking contract.
There are a lot of people in my general vicinity, so I had to dip out. Oh, you see, I found a very rare drop there. It was a free plate armor vest, which I'm currently using, filling up, and what is called a turret circuit. Turret circuits are very important for the glitch method of getting XP that we are getting into later.
They have failed to make scheduled check-in.
So I'm definitely gonna try to exfil with that, as we could use in another time. What they are used for is to insert in station or fixed turrets, so that they will work in 2 minutes.
Barrera, we'll worry about the science once the spores are handled.
You will
Get
need to
those,
transfer
so
the input
these.
downhole with the spore's vibrational frequency.
Yes, I need them here.
Enemies closing on your position. Look more alive than they do.
Prevented. Catastrophe averted.
Man, saving the world is pretty fun.
Oh, forgot I had to pick up the old one here, even though I have the other one still. Everywhere we need reloading this one, that's for sure. Incubator. Oh yeah, hellhounds explode, just so you know. This and get moving. Oh, luckily there's no timer on this contract here. Just do a little more casually. Explore. Need all of them. One more left on the map. Good. Gotta watch out for this purple smoke around it, as it will damage you unless you have PhD flopper. It's a perk that counters explosive damage, and apparently this smoke here counts as purple as explosive damage. Okay, reward rift or cash portal, whatever you want to call them. This is where I get the reward: a self-revive, a sentry gun, and stowing another key for tool. Actually pretty cool. Again, sentry gun is needed also for the XP exploit we're going to talk about later on. Stick around for that. So I'll definitely try and explore that. Oh, although this kill streak equipment, is that even something you can exfil with? Is something we're gonna find out, I guess, after we exfil. Being here in the manor where I completed a contract and only need to exfil now, I'm just curious as to one little tidbit I want to find. The thing is, there is a guaranteed loot drop of both PhD flopper, the perk I talked about earlier, and also for this area at least.
Moving here.
For the free can of PhD flopper, you're gonna need to travel to the mansion, the Shaheen mansion. It's here. Actually need to get to the roof somehow. The thing I was hoping for was actually some kind of jump portal.
Listen up. That camp is heavily guarded. Smoke out that hornet's nest.
There was a quicker way to get up there that I was trying to figure out. Just gonna enter the old way around, I guess. Staircase. All right. For the pre-can of PhD flopper perk, you need to get to the roof of the Shaheen Manor. You need to mantle these roof objects. You need to mantle this wooden object here, and you see the pool down there. It's actually a small little tidbit where you, if you jump correctly into the pool, you don't have to go in head first. That's just easier making the dolphin dive. You actually spawn a reward rift or cash portal for the free can of PhD flopper. Subscribe for more. I used it firsthand as I am now having PhD flopper perk. Should probably have stowed it as the can itself, so I can put exfil with it and use it a little better in another game. But right now, I just want to exfil, so I can get along in the story mission and progress throughout. Show you guys a little more of that later on. Although exfilling right now seems a little troublesome. Has trouble finding an exfil point? really nothing in the general area. So I guess I'm just gonna go for a vehicle and drive towards one. Good thing I have my pet dog with me. Actually, it saved my life earlier. I'm pretty sure that was the one reviving me from going down, actually. Just trying to find exfil points, like in the tier 1 zone, as I definitely wanted to stay a little safe. But I guess I have to enter tier 2 zone at least. Alright. As I'm here, I just wanted to quickly show you the radiation zone, from which the zone will grow outwards and ultimately consume the whole map. So, as the timer goes down, just beneath the minimap, we would have to exfil anyway at some point before the map will be filled with radiation anyway. There's actually a boss in the. It's actually a boss in the middle of that radiation zone, and if you take it down, you get a golden skull selling for 5,000 points. Definitely worth keeping in mind. I don't know if you saw the explosion there. It's for whenever. It's for whenever one makes the dolphin dive. Creates an explosive field around you as you land. Pretty dope, actually. It comes from the PhD flopper perk. Which is not only giving you some explosive coverage, you could say, or guard against them. Definitely considering taking that.
You have gathered 5,000 essence. Let's find something to spend it on. Head to a backup machine. Upgrade your weapon.
See, I've actually accumulated already 7,000 points. Which is something you cannot exfil with. So you should definitely use the points while you have them.
He just went black on a few of my class ones.
Then,
Work on some replacement, but I don't like this.
then use it on items that you can exfil with.
This is no fault.
Covered.
Actual to all field personnel. We've got an
Get the most out of your
storm
games
forming.
as possible.
Recommend you start thinking about the way out.
There we go. Another all defeated. A rare for tool. I should have stowed and used instead. Now you'll see my my weapon that I entered with, which was without attachments and rarity. It was just a gray weapon. Now it's blue, and carries more heavy firepower that way. That's pretty cool. You need
Vehicle marked.
No. I'm gonna grab that actually. Was thinking of purchasing something to take out with me. Medium backpack rucksack. It's a very good thing.
The more sustain you have in the field, and you can extract more when you exfil.
I didn't have that many options for the buy station there, so I'm actually gonna risk it a little here. While I go for the tier 2 zone for exfil anyway. Let's try a buy station in there. Let's try a buy station in here. Let's see how it goes. Guy jumped off. He was didn't want to go this way, I guess. Here we go. A lot more possibilities. For example, the simple monkey, the monkey bomb, also called, is a very cool thing that I'm going to use later on. See, here in the tier 2 zones, we have a lot stronger zombies coming up. And, definitely want to get ready for them. Those this time around, I just want to find an exfil point. Please, give me an exfil point. I see one all the way across the map almost. And taking a long drive, guys. Think I can make this jump? No, I could not. That's because of this guy. That's actually a small boss that runs very fast. Hence reverse water, I see. He has an, okay, throwing chunks of flesh at me. Okay. Small damage coverage. Luckily. But the small boss called Armored Zombie, it has a weapon for a hand. It actually, it's actually easier to kill it if you hit the weapon on the arm instead of his head, for example. Which is, it's usually for the head we go when we play zombies, but this guy needs to be taken out by shooting his arm. I lost my vehicle, but I saw a glimpse of a portal. I'm just gonna try and see if it's still there. Saw a glimpse of a portal down here. It's not there anymore. Oh well. It's gonna be more difficult. I think I'm gonna go for this one. In the tier 3 zone this time around. That's gonna be very difficult trying to get it. Hey, Ruby. Just a small drop. Like this. Shoot. Entering. I thought so. This is not where I wanted to go on my first merry-go-round here. So tough. Yeah. And the vehicle has already experienced critical damage. That's how fast it goes in the tier 3 zone. Trippy, are you helping me? Trippy! He got me! Oh, I'm so thankful for having that guy with me. Seriously. Top notch. I'm gonna drop one of my weapons, as I will run a lot faster without. See the difference there, especially when I slide like this, which is the fastest way to go. Definitely. No vehicle around these parts either.
Vehicle marked.
Just before going down, I tried to use this the special ability, me pressing both the front triggers. Not in time though, or already gotten me so damaged that I couldn't help it. Trying to, even though it's very fun to drive down zombies, riding over them, it's actually damaging your vehicle a whole lot. So we would not want to hit that many. Actually, try to avoid as many as possible. Once again, I'm trying to go for the exfil. Mad at that. Is this the thing I'm going for? Why is it still showing that? You can just hear the dead hellhound just be just spawn and spawn and spawn. You can hear the hound. As close as possible. Vehicle. Everything we can traverse. It could. Damn. Alright. 10 points to the truck. I used that a lot more. No, that's for sure. This is the next full point. Going out to the green gas here. I'm just gonna pull it in. Whew.
Back to strike team. I read you. Airlift inbound.
Ow. Here's the funny thing. Because when you call in this exfil chopper, you would actually spawn a lot more zombies. Doing that,
15 seconds.
just lining it up like this, trailing as we called it back in the days, behind us here. Sometimes you have to do an S instead, just go around and then cross.
Right here. Give me some cover.
But lining up like this and going for headshots is a very good way to earn XP. Especially if you have an upgraded weapon. That would be, of course, more powerful. But as... Jesus Christ.
Thanks, dead shit.
This ain't no passing shower bag, man. Hey, job done. And you caught your ride home. Hey, Zulu.
Jesus. And so it begins. How's that for a trophy? Appreciate you guys tuning in. As we play a little Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, I have done a lot of research on how to get XP faster than usual methods, so we can prepare for the new battle royale to come. It should drop the 6th of December. although it's not confirmed as of yet. They should have released it already. I guess everyone, of course, can experience a delay in one progress or another. I'm sure everybody understands, but it is difficult putting up AAA games like this. And while they do it every year, they have switched the studios around from year to year. Now, only this year, the studios have actually come together and tried to incorporate everything, or the best of things, from both worlds. Which is why we are focusing on zombies. It's something I played a lot back in the days when it was round-based. Very limited. You couldn't exfil with stuff. You couldn't get back in a game with stuff. You would start over and start grinding to get the best possible situation, one could say, or preparedness for what's to come, which is still the case in zombies. What we want to do is prepare ourselves for what come down the line. And as you see, when I exfiltrated with the operator here, I actually got a lot of stuff out from it, which I can take back into the next game. It's pretty cool, and should definitely play around with this, as there is a lot more that can be done, and I'm gonna try to explain that as we go along. First thing though, this Bass P that I pulled out, which I picked up during the match, is now labeled as a contraband. So if I swap it out here, that is unequipped, try that, then it should land here, usable for me, available for me to take back in for the next game. I'm gonna focus though on the weapons with the fire emblems on. The fire emblems is XP recommended and provides a lot more XP than you otherwise would have on a weapon without the fire emblem. So I'm gonna start by going for the MTC here. Set to be pretty good. I can alter that myself in the, I'm sorry for that guys, in the insured slot pod, which you can unlock several of by completing story mission acts. It's not stated here, but Act 1 is a story mission, and the story mission is seen here in the lobby as we go down in the right hand corner. There's a lot of story missions, and we definitely wanna traverse those as fast as possible, because there's a lot of rewards, a lot of things we could get from it and use for advantageous purposes later on. Next up for me is looting 25 loot caches, and while I can probably do that in one game, it will move on to the next one. So hopefully later on we can do several missions as well in one match. All right. I'm considering taking in the uncommon Ether tool here. The simple monkey is here because I exfiltrated with it. If I were to change this tactical equipment, then it would I would lose it. It would disappear for good. So I'm just gonna keep it here and not use it, because I know I have something planned out for later down the line. Although drill charge is on the board as possible lethal equipment I can use, and which is why it unlocked as I exfiltrated with it, which is pretty cool. next thing I wanna exfiltrate with is probably Molotov or Syntax. All right. I tried to use the energy mine earlier, but I was too late for those fast and powerful zombies in T3. I have not yet tried this one, but going in solo, it shouldn't be that advantageous. So I'm just gonna stick with the energy mine. Now that is all for the operator, or the strike team, you could call it, which is now saved for another day. You could say, if I were to recruit a new operator as my second one, just gonna pick the first and the best here. It's the bad guy from the story, not utilized very well, but hopefully it will use him a little bit later down the line. If I were to equip him, I could set up just like before, with although not with a medium rucksack anymore, because Rocket has that now. He has the medium backpack, a sentry gun equipped as the kill streak at hand. We have a free plate vest, regular gas mask, and a self-revive. So if I were to go in again, just want to try things out, don't really wanna use a lot of my stuff, I can actually just go for my second operator and not lose what the first operator has in pocket. Although if I were to have this one ticked, that is, if I were to use Strike Team Operator 1 and not exfil, I will lose all the items. So I'll have to utilize that very well and to my advantage if I wanted to go in with him. So just taking a new operator, going in with the small stuff here, and we are up for another fight. Confirming the mission at hand, open 25 loot caches. That would be my another match before we run over some settings, some setting up of this year's Call of Duty. There's a lot of options to take into account for getting the most advantageous setup if you were to be a little competitive, as I definitely want to try later down the life cycle of the game. Being more competitive means that you have to go over your settings. There's a lot to be done, and I have a whole list we can go run through, and I will have a video up on that as well. We are still keeping in mind that XP is something I'm gonna go for later down the line. There was something I wanted to do.
Go. Turn the tide of this war.
Going back in, spawning up here, it's actually pretty good for me because I wanted to show you guys a lot of stuff up here by the C2 and C3. First up, I just want to see if there is a jump portal in the vicinity. Seeing a lot of those spawning just randomly around here. ridiculous. What I want to go to is an area around. What was it here?
Moving to my
I will get back to it when we arrive there. But like I showed you a free can of PhD flopper, a perk only gainable once per game, so you have to be fast. Otherwise, some other people in the map
Need to modify a turret and left your
could
stash
have
of
utilized it
home?
before
Run
you.
around for a cache. Chances are the EZ will provide.
Let's see here. If I wanted to go over there, it's. Don't want to get too limited down in the tunnel, so just here. Okay, moving up to a jump portal. You can see it on the minimap here. I guess it's down beneath. I should have taken the tunnel. But we're gonna look around for those E for tiers. It's called minimap, as there's a cool little way for you to earn cash fast, just from taking those jump points. So keep an eye out for those. We'll hear more about it later. But as we go over there, I have to plug myself real quick. As I am doing this part-time, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a like or a thumbs up or a follow or a heart wherever you can. Consider subscribing, as I'm a lot more knowledge is coming your way.
melee weapon marked.
Alright, on this new operator, I've already gathered some cool stuff here. Sentry gun, like the old game, like the last game, and self revive, and now dual cameras. You run just like if you didn't have a weapon at hand. You run very fast with these, and these will one hit kill a zombie. I think also in tier 2. This is the Packer Punch machine, also called PAP for short. Cost 5,000 points, and will upgrade your weapon to the next tier. That is level 1 of Packer Punch. Packer Punch level 2 is 10,000 points, while level 3 being 15,000 points. Of course, I don't have enough points for that as of yet. I'll get back to those. Now I can try to use actually the uncommon E for tool, which I brought into the game from the last. It upgrades the weapon rarity, making it a little more powerful. Now I have a gray one, so if I equip it, it's now green. It should be a little more powerful. That's pretty cool. Now, just gonna grab this vehicle real quick. There's stuff to do here as well in the hospital. I'll get around to that. So, taking the hatchback. Have a cool little trivia about that later on as well. Hello. I guess I picked up a teammate. I don't know if he'll want the same as I. So I move up towards the statue on C2. This little owl statue, or bird at least. There's an arrow on it, and you can actually use it as a jump-off point. The thing is that if you do this, you can actually get a free can of speed cooler. The perk for reloading and your guns fast and switching also between guns fast is a guaranteed reward from this little trivia point. It's the easiest perk in the game, I think. You just have to find a vehicle and drop off the bird statue. Then you can get the speed cooler here. I'm gonna store it for now. Once again, only available once per game. So I was the first one in this game. Yeah. Just gonna keep that in mind.
I'll get
a short or a TikTok will be out on this as well. That was a little Easter egg right there. Something that the game doesn't tell you. We have to find out ourselves. Oh, a turret circuit is very good for storing for a later part. While we are here, I'm gonna find something else interesting for us to talk about. I should say there is lots of cool places in game. But a lot of different parts that the game doesn't tell you, like the story missions, that you have to figure out yourself. One being cans of perks. There's also a guaranteed loot of armor plates and plate vests that we are gonna go through. But while we're here, I'm just gonna look for some areas of interest. Another quick trivia. If I walk up to this and knife it, this little hatchback here, modern day car, you could say, they usually have a car alarm, and they work as a monkey bomb like this. If you knife them or melee them, it will actually work as a monkey bomb for a short duration of time, as they will attract the zombies and keep them occupied for you to take out or get away from. However you want to play it. That is a blast from the past, you could say, as this way of knifing or meleeing zombies is so satisfying. Now I got way up here. That was not intentional. Now the car was used and damaged as a monkey bomb, you could say, but it's still usable.
Time to go.
Still usable. It still has some health. It's not very nimble. Just like DMC and Battle Royale, you can actually repair these. You see I have a flat tire on the back. If I walk up to them, I can repair the tire. But the car in and of itself is pretty damaged. Actually, farther than half damage. And it's low on fuel. If I were to go to a gas station These is for Marines. If I were to go to this one, it will automatically refuel and repair in due time. Definitely keep that in mind. All right, coming across a wall buy, it's called. You can actually buy weapons right off the wall. You see it with a little symbol here. This is of green rarity. That is the same as I have on me at the moment. Take note of that the wall buys in the T3 zone is 5,000 points, but they are of either red or gold rarity, meaning that they are very powerful. Actually more powerful than tier 1 upgrade of Pack-a-Punch. Meaning that it's actually better to grab a wall buy of 5,000 points in the tier 3 zone rather than having a random ass weapon and upgrading it with the Pack-a-Punch. Keep that in mind. The best strategy would be then to buy a wall weapon from the tier 3 zone and then upgrading it with the Pack-a-Punch. All right. What I wanted to do around this part was not only to loot some caches, was rates, which I haven't done as much of, and then looking around interest. There's some things on that roof. I'm not sure how to get up there, actually. Take the zip line and then jump on the feet. Alright. Easy 500 points right there. So, I talked about some guaranteed loot, and or I could talk to you in the meantime about this. Actually, one guaranteed loot is a free armored plate vest from mercenary strongholds. That will be in the little fridge-like cabinet that you need to drill open. That is a guaranteed drop of one free plate vest. Otherwise, there's another place I'm looking for, which should have some guaranteed loots as well. Definitely want to map these things out for you guys, but at this point we have a place of another free of perk. The point of interest I was looking for is this little area in C3, where we find some camping gear. Jesus. Yeah, they're probably gonna just keep spawning like this. So I'm considering... Yeah. Oh. Okay, they can... Yeah, it's a thing. Already gotten too used to that pet dog reviving me, so now I have to use a self-revive for it. Now get away from me so I can self-revive. more safe space.
Dobbs is seeing hostile armor near your location.
Safe square, safe circle. Come on. Just want some. Keep up some boundaries. Where?
They brought this on themselves, isn't it?
As I am now I'm actually in a stuck position where I cannot change weapons. Not actually sure why. I'm dropping this, picking it back up. Still cannot. No, I can't. Okay, I just had to drop the weapon at hand, then I could change weapons. Small little bug, I presume. I don't know where. Woo. Woo. And people are shooting me as well. Yeah. That's from the convoy next to me. That's pretty convenient that they're here already. Pretty convenient. What I was trying to show you guys is the location for a free can of a perk. It's actually a juggernaut we have here. This camping area. There's a burned out bonfire, and that's sitting next to it. If I were to use explosives. Not even explosives, actually. That would be flammables. I would need for that. Next time, maybe. Definitely want to try one more time, as that was not satisfying. One bit. Forgot that I needed to find flammable equipment for that to work properly. But we found it at least. We found it. It was those story missions that I wanted to talk about. They are... Oh, I forgot the scene. Sorry, Facebook, as was the wrong scene you had there. All right. I hope my chat is working properly for this one. Lost connection. Perfect. Did I lose stuff? No? Perfect. A lot of time you will find yourself looting your stuff when you're not able to connect to the server during a preload of the game or during the loading screen of a new match. So, not that I have much equipment to lose anyway. We're just starting out, trying to get a hold and get familiar with the new zombies mode. And as it is not only actually fun for the regular players, it's also very advantageous to stock up on a lot of stuff, XP especially during this game mode. If you are preparing for the battle royale, you can get a lot more XP from this one than in multiplayer or otherwise anywhere else. In here you can there's actually a few different ways you can get more XP from the game mode itself. I showed you earlier One way to do it is utilizing weapons that have a fire emblem on them. There is an operator skin that, depending on what's featured in the event we have currently, then you would get a lot more XP from using that operator as well. That is just the standard stuff. Of course, you could have bought or transferred from the old game XP tokens, which you can utilize as well. XP tokens is, if you press start, on my end is L3. I would actually be able to pick a lot of, if you can see it from my face cam there, there should be some XP tokens there for you to utilize. Now spawning in the in the farmost corner I could actually spawn on. I'm thinking of showing you this little boathouse.
Moving this way.
This little boathouse has I spawned in without equipment. Like I said earlier, it's very possible happening from the server timing out or something. So now I just have to live without weapon. Hopefully there's one in here. The little boathouse is actually a place of interest here because it's a guaranteed spawn of 12 plates. There's 4 boxes in it. Yeah. Getting stuck in a window will get you there. And there's an Easter egg in it as well. So we'll definitely get back to that one when I have something to defend myself with. This time around, I hope that I don't lose my stuff just from a server breaking down. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. I can't wait to show you guys this fast way of getting XP. Not able to as of yet because of the story missions, but I will get there and show you guys. First thing I'm able. We'll have both a video and a short / TikTok up on it as well. Hopefully as fast as possible, as it is a glitch that will probably get fixed or soon enough. But as you can tell, it's a casual trailers game, you could say. You just run about your day and do what you want to do, and you can actually do that now from your phone. You see, if you have a PlayStation 5, that is, and it's at least in rest mode and connected to a very good internet, then you can boot it up from your phone using the app called Remote Play. Then you will actually be able to grind all of this stuff during that. Definitely a cool feature that I want to try and utilize to get more XP. I don't know if you're seeing this. The crosshair is moving without me even touching my controller. That is a setting we're going to take a look at later on. Of how to account for that. Just gonna quickly set it up for myself here, as it is one of my stick inputs. That's causing a little drift. The analog sticks are something that on every controller is wears out over time, depending on the usage over time at least. And you can account for that by setting your dead zones as to how much movement you would need to make before it would actually move in game. So now I have to move it a little bit further, tiny micro bit further, for me to move it intentionally, but as of now, it's not moving on its own. Once again, as sitting, we're going to take a look at a later point as well. But starting out here in the bottom part of the map, I think I'm just gonna prioritize the mission now, and hopefully be a jump point somewhere so I can show you guys a cool way of getting money. This was not it.
Plenty more where that came from. Always take
Now
a
I'm
moment
just
when you
grabbing
have
all
one
the
to
stuff
sort
I
through those.
can,
You might get lucky.
because everything that has a value on it is sellable. And would definitely want to utilize the buy stations for selling useless stuff. Pays a 50 with a 20 and maximize the rucksack with sellables for when I get to a buy station next time. Not much in here I see, but I would definitely recommend always going for the cash registers, as they always carry this essence it's called. You see, having a small backpack, I'm not able to maximize that much, but just means that I have to go to a buy station soon enough to sell stuff. As I would just want to maximize how much money I can gain during a match, because the money is used for a lot of different reasons, and people have been here. And just like the old zombies game, it is the foundation of your the preparedness factor, you could say, how prepared you should be later on in the game. And the money helps with that. Sorry if I'm just rambling here. And you will have to excuse me. I see someone joined me on Instagram. Hello there, as we are streaming on several other platforms over here. It's nice to know that people can see where they want to see, if they even want to see me, of course. Funny thing, my watch is telling me I'm a lot less stressed now than I was when I began. Alright. Can't seem to find that much in the general vicinity here. Which is a bummer. It's the looting game. It's how most of Battle Royale goes as well. Just go around and loot as much as you can. The thing is, I want to do that. I just want to loot right now, because that is my primary story mission right now. almost there. I don't know if these are even... No, computers are not counting towards cache openings. That's because there is no crates around at all. Somebody doing a mission where you escort some cages. You don't have to take the chopper down. You can actually just go on as fast as you can in the vehicle, and you will make it in time for it to disappear once you're done with the mission. So. But there is a small glitch as well that if you have to take the chopper down, I would recommend driving beneath a tunnel or something, as it will get fixed above the tunnel. Not knowing where you are, would just hover there and you can just take it out easily. Like that. There's an infested area down here. There should be a lot of things in the area. This one has been looted, I see. Let's try it out. Infested areas, you have to take out these spores. Ugh. That was nice.
One less undead.
The spores is what is keeping them or in this area, and what is making them spawn so much. If you have a gas mask, you can actually counter that infected spore smoke around it. So you don't take damage from being in here. Spore there. Just line them up. Just from lining up, you can get a lot of HP like that. A little more from headshots.
Undead hostile, terminate.
Yep, that's what's happening.
Enemy fight going out.
Now that special power of mine, that is too slow to work as intended. Let's see. But I didn't cover my back when I went in there again. Now it's a last resort, as I'm down here solo, nobody to pick me up. I could plead for help. That gives us a ping to the surrounding players. That says that one is needing help and might want to team up if I were to get that help. It seems like somebody came to my rescue. Shuri revived me and is now inviting me to
Cancel last.
to join his squad. Now, if I hold down the ping button, this wheel comes forth where I can accept this.
Check your fire or my next bullet goes in your
This
head.
invite.
On your six.
the infected area could have a spore up here, where as I couldn't find it myself. My new teammate actually found it for us. That was pretty nice. I need one cage, one box to open, and then I'm on to the next mission. It's easy getting stuck in those animations though, so those window mantles, so definitely watch out for those.
As I always say,
That was the last one. Moving on to the next one. Running over zombies. With a vehicle, it seems. Seems like it's not a specific vehicle needed for that. So that's a good thing.
enemy comms indicate a
But
weapon
although
near
it's
your location.
different weapons for different
Don't keep the
purposes,
gear
you
locked
could
down,
say.
then it's fair game. Catch my drift.
Yeah. Hi all to Podcast World. Appreciate the comment. Sincerely do. This is my second stream, I think. Just still getting used to it. I'm really wanna keep doing it and grow with it as I become a better entertainer, better talker, better at improvising as I look ahead, long ahead, to a possible future of maybe using my pension days as a coach or a speaker or something like that. That is what I'm using this for, and not for any personal gain other than that. A lot of people try to like make a living off playing video games. I don't want to do that. I at least wanna do myself right by saying that it is not for them. It's for the personal growth, and hopefully to gain a community in which I can enjoy myself with, and not having to join up with these random people that is toxic
I
and
ensure our fleet's in top condition.
roasting each other
With you
for
bouncing
simple
on my bonnet and
acts
bumper.
of
I'm not too fast.
sincereness or something like that. Like,
Take care
I've
of them
experienced a
tires,
lot of toxicity in the world of gaming. Now that is something I try to avoid these days. I just want to have a good time. I want you guys to have a good time. Hopefully you are. If you are, definitely consider subscribing. There's a lot more streams just coming your way. Oh. As I found the vehicle, I just want to run shit over.
Eyes up.
Sorry for the language here, but that is my mission. I have to drive over 30 zombies to get to the next one. Keep it in mind that it is taking damage from driving over zombies. So. Oh. A jump rift! Guys. This is awesome. When you find one of these, you definitely want to jump into it. And the first thing you want to do is deploy your parachute. Because when you take those jump points, there's actually a high possibility of there spawning points to pick up in air.
Closing on you, Strike.
For you to just casually parachute through them. You gain, if you hit all of them, it's about, what it was, 2,000 points. Just from taking that jump path. Okay. was going for a revive there, buddy. You just gave up. In a tier 2 zone where I'm not able to defend myself. That's gonna be a tricky little contract to make, I must say. I'm sad I didn't find
JLTV marked.
sad I didn't find the points in the air. It is a high chance after all. If they're spawning points, pickups for you to just grab midair and getting 2,000 points per jump if you're hitting good enough. It's actually very low on fuel as well, and I haven't even thought about that. I'm just gonna have to grab the next vehicle. Because there's not a gas station.
Less than dead.
Did you hear about that one? Now I just have to repair a tire. That means I could... Yeah. Okay. Shooting my own tire, repairing my own tire.
It's official. You're removing traffic.
That'd be my mission.
Thanks for it.
Perfect. Purchase a weapon from a wall buy. What's that? Random perk I got from that mission. While I didn't have the option to stow it, I did immediately use it, and it's a quick revive, meaning that I can quickly revive other people. Once back in the day, when you were solo, you could actually self-revive with it as well. Haven't tried it out as of yet, so we will see. I don't know why I got that random perk. Maybe another person finished off their story mission. Now I have quick reload and quick shift between weapons. So that's pretty cool. Next mission: purchase a weapon from the wall buyer and kill 50 zombies with that wall buyer. That is one of these I'm going to look for, which is a weapon you can buy off a wall. That's why it's called a wall buyer. Pretty handy. Depending on the rarity, it's also pretty good actually. Those ones. Hey. There we go.
Now see, that's smart.
MTC. Single fire weapon.
You know what you're getting, and you could use it till the cows come home.
Cannot shift to semi-automatic. So I'm just gonna one tap a lot of these zombies. Make a story mission in one time. All right. Here. It's a pretty chill, pretty casual game at this point. So we are not going in with a crazy objective. We're not going in with teammates, so we can bring down a big boss or anything. That will be dedicated to a later stream, teaming up and all of that. Right now, I just want to go in solo. Hit some zombies here. No, I want to progress through the story missions and show you guys the cool rewards you can get from that. How you can get them a little faster, actually. XP specifically, you can get from one of those story missions a lot faster than usual. there are some other pretty cool things to gain from that. From those story missions.
Buy station here.
That's also maybe.
I'll get us there.
Right now I realized I have my rucksack full of items I don't even need, so I'm gonna go over and sell them. Hopefully lining up a few more zombies for me to kill, as I need 23 more to move on to the next mission. Still have 23 minutes left of the game, so it should be good. It should be good. Yeah, I'm good. I have 12,000 points currency that I should make use of before exfilling, because I'm not gonna exfil. I cannot exfil with the currency. I can exfil with the items I buy for the currency. And the first thing I wanted to do was being around a buy station, a mystery box, it's called. That's a blast from the past where you get a random generated weapon, random rarity and stuff like that. This time an LMG, pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I don't have this unlocked, so if I exfil with it, I will have it unlocked for me to fully kit out in the near future. So that was good use, I think, made from 950 points. Still have 11,000 I need to spend on stuff I can take back out with me. First thing I'm thinking of is a medium rucksack, so I can carry a little more stuff. Preferably, I would go to why is it showing like two white tiles on my screen? That's pretty weird. Okay. No, what I was saying is that I would preferably go to a buy station in the tier 2 or free zone. Being solo, I would definitely do a tier 2, where you can purchase a lot more items from the buy stations and therefore prepare yourself a lot better for the next game. Right now I'm just looking for zombies to kill with my wall purchase weapon. Know if they've been clearing out the whole map here, or I'm just alone. "12 zombies left on the clock." Moving on to another mission.
Need air support now!
Being down here, there is I don't remember or recall any points of interest to take note of right here in the vicinity, so I'm just gonna keep playing casually for the rest of the missions. See zombies. I see zombies. Playing around casually like this, it's actually taking me back nostalgically to zombies, as it were, in, let's say, World of War or Black Ops was a game title of Call of Duty where zombies was a big thing. You trail zombies around for rounds and rounds.
Need I remind you that weapon came off the wall?
Confirming zombie.
Paid for.
Free can of perk, free can of perk. Can't even remember. Can't even remember what this one is called. The purple one. It fits in with my aesthetics. Alright. Now, next thing I want to do is pack a punch level to a weapon to level 1 and kill 50 zombies with it. Now, using a pack-a-punch machine, those would be stationed around the map, looking like I don't know. Just keep looking for the sake of my pint here.
Requesting to cancel the contract. Copy.
Okay. For the sake of my point being a pack-a-punch
Indicating
machine.
pack-a-punch location.
Costing 5,000 points to upgrade to level 1, 10,000 to level 2, and 15,000 to level 3. I try. Now I have this weapon. I could easily take out 50 zombies with an upgraded LMG like this. Oh, every one of them is down? Okay, one got out. That's good. That's good. One is ready for the tap. Is ready for the tap. Green is going to tap. Yeah? And both of them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Both of them. That's one person with the same name. And it's accumulated. Wow, that's a bug if I haven't seen anything. That is a bug. Same player twice. Now I think I'm gonna drop that. The weapon I bought off the wall was not for me. It was the NTC, which I've heard should be pretty good, but it was a single tap fire, and I with not that big of a magazine, don't really want to keep that for zombies where you need a lot of bullets. This one has 200 bullets, which is why I want to try and pack-a-punch that. Maybe we'll have 400 when I pack-a-punch it. There's a high chance it will. A lot of weapons can go up to 400 bullets in a mag, which is insane. You don't ever have to reload again. Or maybe you shoot two shots and then you reload. A lot of people do that. Maybe do that too. Story for another day. The Pack-a-Punch. 400 shots.
Now you have more firepower. You should consider patrolling into a higher threat zone.
The weapon is still called the same. And now it has a cool tracer and camouflage. Alright, accumulating some zombies here. Almost there. What is that's electrical pop? That's that was the pink perk from earlier, where you get a random ammo mod every few seconds or so. Ammo mod is an upgrade to your bullets, where they can either be electrical, flammable, freezing, stuff like that. To gain an extra advantage in a tight situation. They go down so quick in tier 1 with a level 1 upgraded punch. So, seeing as I just going through easy missions, I definitely didn't want to stay here, as this is very easy. Oh, with the speed cola, the green perk, you take in plates quick as well. That's a nice addition. I don't like that. See how fast I'm reloading this LMG. It's perfect. Alright. How am I doing on this? $16 zombies left for me to kill with this weapon, so we can move on to the next mission. Being down here, and I kind of want to show you guys. Yeah, I'm going for an
Eyes on enemy stronghold.
for a stronghold. We just took you through an infested stronghold earlier. Now we're gonna try and take the mercenaries,
Push yourself, strike team. But
which
remember,
itself
no
has
risk, no
its
reward.
advantages and differences from that. It's mercenaries, so it's people shooting back at you. It's people shooting back. It has different rewards. Bonus points. Just a minute.
Dead hostile. Terminate.
You keep using that tackle punch, you'll keep your
Random
tail on
perk
top.
from my teammates getting that was for me killing that last zombie. Perfect. All right. Next up, purchase a primary weapon from the mystery box. I just did that, guys. I just did that. Guess I'm gonna do it again. Maybe after I've done this mercenary stronghold here. So there will still be zombies, but surrounding the area where the people with guns will be aiming at me. Mercenary strongholds are, as I recall, a guaranteed loot of free plated
Fletcher's outfitted a
armor
stronghold
vest.
nearby. Expect increased enemy movement in your AO.
But I forgot. You need a key to enter a stronghold. Keys to strongholds you can
Dropped out of the sign of hostile
buy from buy stations or get via contracts. So those are locked, as opposed to ether nests and other symbols that look like it. All right. Well, I guess I'm going back. Oh.
Got a truck here.
What I'm looking for is a place with a mystery box.
Team, Dobbs is showing Terminus AERs inbound
Who
on
needs
your
a mystery
grid.
box?
Close and engage.
Yeah.
Terminus must have deep pockets if they're deploying this many AERs.
I have to keep reminding myself that I'm so slow having this LMG out, so I just need to shift to my non-weapon equipped hands here, and then I can get in front of the zombies, taking it out easily. So,
Looks like they're firing up the AERs. We're on a schedule now. Move in.
there's a time limit on those. Should probably help.
Put up their men like livestock.
Time to
now
go.
is the time for calling.
As they help me.
That's close enough. Broadcast the override and watch
really, as they are moving on with missions as well, I really want to do this real quick, and then we'll get back to it.
Almost there. Take out that last AER.
I don't need to remind you of what happened.
Oh, they're already on the last one. Yeah, they don't need for sure.
What the box will give, but usually it is worth finding out.
It is a lot better to take out zombies in tier 2 here. Oh yes! Give me that. Ooh. Now having a purple rare weapon, it's actually a little more powerful than the tier 1 upgraded LMG I had earlier. So although it has a smaller max size, it's actually a little bit more viable in this zone. Sure, he went down. Yes, I was going for a smoke grenade, seems. 1 minute and 20 seconds till contract is over. I'm not gonna be able to make it over there, I think.
I'll get this.
Here we got up.
Must be merciless. All AERs.
Now the DJ,
Ethereum remains on site.
That just made my day, strike team.
almost pulling a self revive
Gonna have
as
some unhappy
just
buyers on their hands.
Eyes up.
I'm that guy now. Coming in. Stowing a dead shot dagger. Perk that they provided for me. Guess I will play a little team play this time around then.
Less than dead.
People having me driving the other way around, huh?
Entry secure.
I'll get back to you. So, these guys had a key for the stronghold. The one I was actually trying to enter earlier.
Check your fire.
So it's actually perfect. It doesn't count towards killing zombies though. So I am. Ooh, that was down. As these are not zombies, these are living NPC that
Changing mag.
that can shoot back and is actually very hardcore. Now this safe here is the one guaranteed to have a free plate vest.
We knew this was
So that's
coming.
pretty cool. I'm the only one
What
needing
you
it
have to do.
from this team, so I assume I'm able to take it. Oh, pretty neat. Yeah, they can be a little tough, these strongholds here.
Loading fresh mag.
Especially if you don't have a upgraded weapon. Now this is not upgraded, this is just a rare one. Which in this game mode is just a tiny bit better than the tier 1 upgrade of Pack-a-Punch. If I were to upgrade this one, ooh, it would be 10 times better than even a tier 2 of a regular common weapon. So here we go. Grab that. Fortress Keycard Legacy. Gonna stow that.
He's been operating with impunity. About damn time we put an end to that.
Oh.
Changing mag.
Thank you, but I'm the one who needs to take him out. Like 33 more times, actually. I wonder what they're going for next. I definitely want an exfil soon. As the timer is going down beneath the minimap. It's not pinging the exfil point currently. Which is a weird bug. But it's rare when I go soon enough.
Enemy TAC rover here.
With you, mate.
This time around, I'm not dropping a weapon to run faster, as I have good weapons I don't want to lose immediately. And I'm safe enough to say that. I won't get immediately killed from this. Pretty cool animal. Made it slightly better. Oh, I'm on a shift.
Swapping mag.
It's difficult hitting zombies when it's really right around like this. But there's 18 left. Oh, he mapped the far one. Okay. Oh, Molotov.
Loading fresh mag.
So the timer has officially gone down, and now this radiation zone will start to grow outwards, ultimately consuming the whole map. Oh shoot! That's dangerous, my guys. Lining him up like this. This should have the mission done in no time.
Planting energy charge. It's expired.
This is Dobb. Have visual on a terminus complex like they got placed. Point up a different feed.
That should be it, yep. And a free random perk. Death pitch snapshot.
Copy that, Dobbs. Strike team, consider my interest peaked. Whatever they're moving, I
Go
want
for
it.
a jump point.
Training day's over. RTB for resupply. We're gonna go pay Terminus a visit.
So I can get faster over to them. But let's see if I can give you an example of what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, you see? Here we have point pickup, just hanging in the air for you to take them. Only thing is, that was difficult taking. It was just keep swinging me from right to left. And you just follow the trail down, and you can eventually gather a lot of money from that. So that's a pretty neat feature, of which you can do several times a match and then accumulate thousands of points right out the gate. You don't even have to have anything prepared or equipped or anything like that. Just need to grab those jump points and get off. Get off in the air. For you to just grab it. It's an amazing little feature.
Your fire on my next bullet.
It's almost sad that I don't get to use all these points.
Position team. I'm starting this storm fast.
You start a game out just accumulating points and just keep collecting points. Points for you to use during the match. And now I have to.
Changing mag.
Somebody throw me the bombs. So somebody has an ammo mod
Idiot, watch your fire.
where the zombie could then, like the pet dog earlier, can get on our side.
Get on board and keep the hostiles off me.
Alright. Now I just wanna make sure both my teammates go into exfil, because once everybody is in, the timer will go down.
Enough time for your buddies to be fashionably late.
Here you can see, as you can see, there are gas masks lined up if it is the last exfil on the map and the radiation is growing.
We're headed home.
Then every exfil point will have gas mask lined up like that for you to grab. Meaning you can take it in to the next game from your acquisition. A lot of stuff done on the missions. Perfect. All of extracts. And now, believing that. Yeah. I'm accumulating a lot of battle pass tokens. Next time I'm streaming, I will definitely let you know which path I recommend taking. For the best rewards first. Although it's some cool looking stuff, I must say. Cool looking stuff. All right. As I was not equipping or using the Deadshot dagger again, it is now in my inventory. It's for me to take out into the next game, along with a stash of the uncommon Ether tool from earlier, and hands of stamina, juggernaut, and I actually got a cryo freeze ammo mod also. That's pretty cool. If I were to equip this to my medium rucksack, it will then be that one-time use, meaning that it would disappear once I use it in the next match. And therefore have I accumulated a lot of stuff for 2 of my operators to take back in at another point. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Considering filling up this one, but I'm not gonna do that. Because as promised, and as a lot of people had asked for, it can be difficult setting up the new Call of Duty. Well, all of Call of Duty, you could say. And there's a lot of things that can be done that could give you some advantage in a competitive setting. So for the new players out there, I'm gonna give you the ultimate settings for you to get that advantage. As we take a look at all the minor alterations that you might want to keep in mind as we go step by step. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions during it. But first, I want to start off as a controller player. What I touched upon earlier was a bit of dead zone input. That is referring to the point of which your analog sticks will not move. It will not trigger a move in game if you mute them just a slight bit. That of course has to do with sensitivity, which is under the aiming section here. Most people are better off with having 6 on the both horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, as it will be a good starting point. But I suggest using the ADS, meaning aim down sight, sensitivity multiplier. This thing slightly decreases your, or it could increase if you want to, your sensitivity as you aim down sight. Could be a lot useful when you use a sniper and want to make minor adjustments to your aiming. Putting this down by 0.8. It's a very good starting off point, but definitely get back to this one if you want to get better at some point. Consider turning up your sensitivity, as it will increase your reaction time, or decrease your reaction time. You could say it will better that. But if you're not learning it level by level and getting used to it, getting the muscle memory for it, then it will be very difficult aiming at that point. Having said that, I want to quickly touch upon the death zones. Again, as you sometimes will find yourself moving on your own, or your character will in game, either by aiming in a certain direction without you even touching the controller, or moving in game, which would be the left stick. That's triggered by a movement you're not even inputting, and that is the cause of stick drift. Stick drift is something every controller will experience. Sorry for that. Every controller will, depending on usage over time, will experience stick drift, on which a small input could be registered or not is something you can counter in game here. As I have a little stick drift both on my left and right stick, I will have that. I want to have that set to 4 at this point. Just earlier this week I had this at 3, but starting the game off I experienced a little of it where I was looking at the map and the aiming cursor was moving just a little bit as I wasn't touching the analog stick. Then I had to account for it in here. All right. Next up, I personally prefer having the vibration off, as it can it can shock me during the game if I'm very occupied and very focused on something. Vibration will actually sometimes put me off a little bit, and I have to turn that off. That's of course up to the person playing with a controller, of course. If you like it or not, definitely consider turning up or down this vibration intensity. You can do that in the console setting as well. But getting back to aiming, the aim response curve type is very important to take into account, which is standard at default, but I suggest dynamic aim response curve, as it says it's for the more experienced players, but it's actually because it's adhering more to the moves you make compared to linear, which is directly translated as if either you move the stick just halfway or the whole way through, it will trigger the same effect. Whereas if you have it on dynamic, small movement to the analog stick will only make small adjustments in game, and a tight turn will of course make the tight turn in game as well. So definitely have that on dynamic, and then I would suggest having on target aim assist. We are controller players after all. We might as well make use of the benefit we gain from that. Not as big an advantage as it has been the problem with beforehand on earlier Call of Duty games, but definitely still an important advantage that you as a controller player can make use of. Back in the day, the aim assist type of Black Ops was the best, most recommended. People are talking about going back to default. I'm not actually sure about this one, and would have to get back on specifically. But for both controller and mouse players, controller and keyboard mouse players, I suggest we go into the gameplay here and turn off, I think, just have to make sure. Automatic tactical sprint is theoretically what makes you run faster, traverse the map faster. With the auto move forward set on single tap, makes it for less taps for you to traverse the map faster. Single tap run, of course, and then mansling off with it. You don't want to get stuck in a mansling animation, and while it is a lot faster than the earlier games, I suggest turning it off. Glide dive behavior, on the other hand, is where in the last game one would suggest otherwise, but this time around sliding is actually a lot faster, a lot easier to cancel and get your gun up from it. meaning that sliding is very much viable again, as it were back when you could cancel them like so fast that you had the advantage in a gunfight like that. But also diving can get you to traverse the map a little faster when you jump off a building or something like that. So I would suggest having those two options still, meaning that you would tap to slide, for example, as I do, and then hold to dive. If you have a controller with triggers on the back, or a mouse with buttons on the sides, I would suggest mapping these two functions independently so that you can have a button for each action. That would definitely gain you the upper hand in lots of gunfights. Plunging underwater, that should definitely be set to free, as you are very limited if you don't have it like that. Of course, we're not diving as plunging underwater as much these days, but it's a lot of zones and a lot of gunfights can end up in the water fight, so definitely keep that in mind. Parachute auto deploy. I actually forgot to set that off entirely. This is a new feature of which is separated as to maybe it's not even always, but only when you jump off the plane in the beginning of the game. But if you have it off, you are allowed to get a lot closer to the ground before you pull your parachute. As to it being on automatic, it will literally pull out the parachute 30 meters above the ground, meaning you get stuck there and a setback compared to other people having it off. Of course, more troublesome in competitive setting and not in zombies, but I would suggest having it on off either way. All right. Let's climb behavior. Mantle only. Mantle only. Because if you don't have it like that, it would literally mantle you. It start the mantle animation every time you run up to an object. You don't even have to continue moving in the direction of the object for it to mantle. You can even try and stop before the object and it will still make you mantle. So definitely have that on only mantle only. Slide cancel sprint set to on, as this can give you a few milliseconds in a competitive gunfight. And weapon mount delay, which comes here. Have it to instant. I don't know why I had it in short right there. Talking about mounting or mantling, you don't want to get stuck in animations, and setting it to instant, you can make a switch that easy. One moment though, as I saw a new viewer coming in on the Instagram. Thank you for joining. Although that is not important, we are live either way. And real quick, I want to thank you for joining here and be a part of my new journey here. It means the world to me that I can provide you with some value as I'm just trying to grow as a human being. So if you learn anything for this, consider subscribing, because a lot more is coming your way. All right. Something important that takes a little to get used to, I would say. That's the interact and reload behavior. With 4 possibilities, depending on the person at hand. You see, when you have both the option to reload and interact with the world, whether it being a weapon on the ground or a box you can loot or a contract you can start, that's the interact part. And if you're in a tight situation where you not necessarily know if you can reload, or more importantly, if there's stuff laying around you that you not necessarily want to interact with because you're in a gunfight, I would prioritize reload. As you would tap for reload, hold to interact in that situation where you have both possibilities at hand. If you don't even want to have that difference and always hold to interact, tap to reload, use that. But those are one of two options I would prefer. But of course, that's up to a lot of people, as especially battle royale players who at the start of the game just want to get the loadout on the ground, just want to get the weapon out the cache. Then those people would prioritize interacting, because then you can just tap to pick up the weapons real quick, instead of holding to pick up a weapon or an equipment or an item in the new zombies mode here. Looting comes a lot faster if you're tapping to interact. But that's depending on you, so keep that in mind. As I looked at my watch here, I just got an amazing amazing name up on the screen here, as a buddy of mine became a subscriber. I appreciate you, Tor. I hope you will stick around for a long time. Otherwise, I would appreciate it if you just like or subscribe or share it or whatever you are comfortable with. I would be very appreciative of. Getting back to the game of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, where a lot of people have asked about the settings. I'm just going through them step by step here, and there will be a video up on it as well at some point, so everyone can make use of this, as it gives a competitive advantage mostly. But if not for the competitive side, then for the life of it. But I can't find the word right now. Anyway, it just makes life easier having these settings on, so definitely consider that if you play this game. Lastly, set armor plate behavior to apply all, meaning that you will apply all the armor plates by one tap instead of having to do it 3 times after each plate have been applied. Definitely something everyone should know about. I suggest for this one to be off. Depleted ammo weapon switch. It means that when you run out of ammo completely on the weapon you're holding, it would otherwise automatically switch the weapon to your secondary. But if you are a good enough gamer, you would know that, you would wanna switch weapon yourself and be a big boy about it. So, a big person rather. Meaning that if I were to switch manually to my secondary weapon while having this on, it will switch automatically for me, and I will do it manually, ending up at the same weapon that's out of ammo. So either one or the other. Either it should do it for you, or you should just get used to doing it yourself. would definitely recommend that in general. Getting used to playing and not have the game play for you. All right. What have we here? Vehicle camera recenter. Can be a little annoying. Also, if you want to play the game yourself, then you should definitely have this off. Otherwise, it would constantly recenter your camera view wherever you are looking in as to where you are going. And sometimes you just want to keep an eye out for your surrounding area. So that should be in free look all the way through. The pinwheel delay here should just set off. Just set it off. You don't want to have delays. You don't want to have wait time during situations where you want to act quick. And these are pretty standard. All right. For both the mouse, for only mouse and keyboard players, go get a controller with back pedals instead. No, okay. I'm sorry. Jokes aside, the ideal mouse setups depends on one's arm length and the spacing on the table. But the general rule of thumb is one big sweep of your arm within the bounds of the mouse pad, of course. That should amount to a 360-degree turn, making a full 360 with a full arm sweep. And by that calculation, half an arm sweep should be 180. Getting used to that, your muscle memory will kick in. Hopefully soon after that, if you get used to that, to the sensitivity on the mouse amounting to those actions, you should definitely get used to it soon and just own with it, because knowing by muscle memory what length of arm swing you need to do to make a 180 can make a really big difference in a stressful gunfight. So play around with it and see for yourself what makes the best setting for you on that. For keybinds, which I am terribly sorry, but I have not set keyboard up for the PlayStation. I could actually rather real quick do that. I'm sorry for turning my back on your Instagrams. Hello there. Yeah, I'm a chicken nugget lover, by the way. It's my fiance's cup. But, stealing it tonight. Having a keyboard set up for my settings here, then I could better show to you guys the settings I recommend for that. While I have been playing a lot of it in the past, I'm mostly on controller right now. But the general rule of thumbs should apply to not just this game, but any other where you play mouse and keyboard. Only some of them being specific, we're gonna get to soon enough. Why did it go out of my settings tab? Thank you. Being in the keybinds tab, the settings here, I suggest utilizing the auto move forward feature down here, defaultly set to H. As it is something you can make a lot of use for looking up maps or your inventory, meaning your character could move on its own while you do these things. Of course, keep in mind that you can still get run over by zombies and stuff like that. But it's a good way to make you traverse the map without stopping, looking at the map, stopping, looking at the map, stopping, looking at your inventory, and so on and so forth. Once again, I suggest setting up different buttons for interacting and for reloading. So as to you're not constantly having to prioritize between those two, either by, because if you're holding for something, you're definitely using a lot of milliseconds doing something that could have had its own button. And the same goes for the slide and dive behavior here, where it's asking either crouch or slide, and then it can be one button because it only slides when you move, right? And when you're sprinting, and you're not usually crouching while you're sprinting. But in times where there's a different functionality to either, for example, proning or diving. No, that was not the example. That was. So this one. Yeah, press once for sprint, twice for tactical sprint, hold to focus while ADSing. While it makes sense to hold for focus, we made a workaround with this on the gameplay settings, where we set tap to tactical sprint instead. So it's always tactical sprint when it's possible. Definitely would give you the advantage there. A lot of people actually use the side buttons on the mouse, so that you, for example, dive on the side forward button, or and slide for the backwards button. Utilizing that, you can get a surprise on people in a tight gunfight. Definitely. A lot of pros have those buttons independently, either by triggers or side buttons like that. Okay. Remember that all these settings should adhere to your specific situation. For example, the sensitivity could also differ from screen to screen. If you're not able to see that much, then you should have a lower sensitivity, and the other way around also. So keep in mind that these vary from person to person, and it's not a one answer fits all. Last but not least, and for everyone out there, having your crouch behavior set to toggle. I think it's in here. Yeah. Have crouch behavior set to toggle, prone behavior set to go to. If you have them separated, of course. I'm being on a controller with the same button for both. I actually have to hold for prone, and you want to toggle to get out of crouch, but you want to be able to get out of prone by doing by doing anything else moving or stuff like that. Now this one again, slide dive activation set on independent slide dive behavior. I have it actually standard at the moment, but a lot of people played around with it the last game to have it inverted. But that's again totally up to you. Again, parachute auto deploy, I would recommend setting off. Slide cancel sprint on. And what's the last thing? Mansling off. What was it? Automatical sprint. Automatic tactical sprint. Here we go. All right. For the PC players, the display mode under graphics should be set to full screen exclusive. And I suggest turning off HDR as the darker areas of the game turns even darker than a place that the sun don't shine, if you know what I mean. But utilizing NVIDIA Reflex low latency have shown the best results depending on the hardware. Yeah, but you can also play with LUTs. I can. I don't have the link at hand, but if one were to ask, I could definitely get a link to a great guide on putting on a fixed LUT, it's called, on your screen, which can make the world of a difference in colors only, not in texture, not in pixel formation or anything like that. It's approved by the competitive Call of Duty standards, you could say, and is not considered cheating, even though you can see a lot better in darker places. But getting back to NVIDIA Reflex low latency, if you have that, try a game with it on. It's a setting in here, by the way. Try a game with it on plus boost and see what gives you the best performance. For some people, it's 1% more frames per second, and for other people, it doubles it. So, but if you're GPU limited, consider setting the texture resolution to normal or low. Well, if you're experiencing difficulty with frames, you can set pretty much every setting low. All but one thing I'm getting back to later on. But set to low if you don't have enough frames. Never set it very low, because especially with texture, very low would make it so that you can't see anything at all, actually, especially along longer distances. So there's a texture filter, anisotropic, it's called. I would suggest that to set that to high, and that can do a lot for the visibility, while having a very little toll on your GPU. What really hurts your frames per second or FPS is particle resolution. There's a setting for that in there as well. We still want the visual to look crisp, but you should never go down on frames in a competitive setting. Hi from CR1226. Thank you for joining. We are just going over some in-game settings of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Right now, for the PC gamers, I'm saying that you should. That is the only thing you want to set to very low. Otherwise, shader quality, shadow quality, all of them set to normal. Turn off any ambience, any world motion blur, any weapon motion blur, film grain, or in depths of field. Everything is something. Every one of these is a disturbing factor. Maybe the picture on your right can say it for itself, but especially when you're moving, you're not able to see past the weapon, even if you, for example, have weapon motion blur on, and especially with the depleted ammo and gun smoke from your weapon when you use it, you're gonna have trouble seeing past your own weapon if you don't have these set as specified. I would recommend having fidelity FX CAS on with its strength set to 100, as it's as it is a very good tool for sharpening your display. Okay, you say hi to streamer. Okay, I'm busy. All right. While I have this needy little baby on me, I can go on and closing off soon. I will just have to talk a little bit about the last settings here. For both console and PC gamers, I suggest setting. Oh, where was it? Here we go. Setting the brightness to 55 or even a tiny bit more if you are on a shadowed display. As you can see, the barely visible could be an enemy in a dark corner, which you will be better able to see if you set the brightness to 55 is the recommended one. There is something also on computer, not on console, I realize, called upscaling sharpening. No, that was the thing I was talking about here, was it? Okay. Before we move on to interface, I will quickly say eco mode preset. While we love the environment that we wanna keep the world a better place for our future generations. This is not gonna do much, and but hurts your experience a whole lot, and I would suggest having this off. Sorry to say. Field of view as high as possible. For some back in the day, and it caused problems having it on 120, which is why I have it on 117. Meaning I can, there are like a very small part of the edge which I cannot see, but I don't have the last three on that one. I would suggest opening up advanced settings on this one and changing ADOS field of view to affected, as it does a whole of a lot of whole major difference between your field of view from either walking around unaiming, or if you are aiming. The difference in between the two is very different when you have such a big field of view. And then when you do aim, it will cause some disturbance in your field of view, unless you set it to affected, making it a whole lot more seamless, and without this hard motion to disrupt your view, right? Weapon field of view should be set to wide, as you're not gonna be able to see your enemy if not. And then I suggest setting all of these camera movement settings to least at 50%. Now, for arguably the most important settings for many people is the audio. For most setups, this is once again a place where one answer doesn't fit all. You should definitely test it out for yourself. But the general rule of thumb is that you would probably want to have it on TV, even though you use headphones. That's because it has a tight range of the frequencies, having your highs be brung a little down and your lows be brung up. But if you really want to bring up those footstep noises in game, the low frequency sounds, I suggest using home theater. Actually, even though it has a high range, it's dynamic, so it depends on the frequencies. I always suggest turning off music entirely, because that is distracting as. Of course, these should be set to your preference. I only have it like this because I want to hear effects way more than I want to hear dialogue, and I have it low altogether because I have a very high-ranging setup. But all of these is preference also. If you use in-game chat, I would definitely suggest testing your microphone for the level and the sensitivity. Of course, this is way too high. But the open mic sensitivity is the most important thing, as you can get a lot of background noise constantly sent out, so your enemies can be aware of your presence in the vicinity, or the ones that use in-game voice chat as well, or your teammates just getting sick of all the background noise. This is how you set the margin for it. So it's really again, it's really dependent on preference. Although I would suggest reducing tinnitus sound, set to on, set off wall tracks as it is music again to distract. But hit marker sound effects can also be distracting, but to many people it's actually a feature that's nostalgic or makes them want to come back for more, because it's satisfying getting that feedback when you kill someone. All right. Last thing I promised was the interface, where I have minimap shape to square. You can see a lot more of the map there because of the edges. Minimap on rotation, which is also depending on preference, but it would my understanding is that that you will be more disoriented about which way is north, for example. If it's not even, if it's not rotating, and that's pretty funny, because then you should just by the minimap look north, right? No, because then you also have to take into account where you are looking currently and have to adjust for that. So definitely suggest having that on rotation. Horizontal compass on, crosshairs on. Oh. Hit marker visuals is nice. Again, it's the feedback. I love getting to know if I'm doing it right. But what was it? I would suggest having server latency, packet loss on, so you're always able to see if it's a shitty lobby that you don't need to take seriously. Could also be that there is a hacker in the vicinity, but that is this is a video for another day. Of course, should have all these off. And last thing, the color customization can be very handy if you have some color blindness or are sensitive to some colors even. But a lot of people are actually going for the advice of another content creator and streamer I've also watched. A small role model of mine called Iceman Isaac, who was actually playtesting some LUT settings for Call of Duty specifically. But he has experienced over a lot of time, that what colors work better to your advantage as to what is important, what is not so important. And the filter that actually covers that most is filter 2. If you bring up the intensity up to a whole 100, having the color filter target set to not only the world we play in, but also the interface, just to make it all pop. That should make it pop a little more, bring it out for you to consume a bit easier. That concludes my ultimate settings guide for the new Call of Duty. Let me know if you learned anything new, or if there's anything else you want me to cover next. Coming up, and until next time I stream, I'm gonna talk about an XP exploit for leveling guns so fast. In between game modes, transferred even. So if you want to get ready for the new Battle Royale coming next month, I suggest you got on to that. But until then, I am your host of the castle. Grin is the name I'm going by. Welcome to Grincastle, and yeah, have it awesome, have it amazing, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, or even morning from wherever you're listening. I'm gonna conclude from here. Also, apparently I need to set this up. Hold on. All right. Yeah, definitely let me know if you have any questions for this game, or even gaming altogether. I have a settings guide coming up on not just the game we're talking about here, but all things gaming, whether it's on console or PC. The best settings for the best performance is slept upon heavily, and I wanna show some light on that. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging around with me and joining me once again on this journey. It was almost 3.5 hours, a little more than what I was going for, but that's just I guess that's a positive thing. Although I am although this is my second time streaming, I hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you will join me in next week, as we continue with the story missions and try to try to show guys some cool Easter eggs and Earnables and stuff like that, which can give you the advantage in game, not just settings. All right, peace out.